Hey guys, welcome back to another one. This is a Bitcoin update video, and if you like this content, please like and subscribe to the channel. It does mean a lot. And I'm going to take a quick break from the Theta news. I know there's a bunch of Theta news. There's actually some more news that dropped today, but Bitcoin had a huge, had a huge day today. So I just want to cover that news and keep you guys up to date. And as we all know, Bitcoin surged above $60,000, and this is the main reason why, and it's because the SEC is set to allow Bitcoin futures ETF to begin trading. And I'll just kind of review this article. We'll talk about some of the details and then check out the price in the TA afterwards. So in a massive victory for cryptocurrency industry, the SEC is set to let the first U.S. Bitcoin futures exchange traded funds start trading next week. And sources familiar with the matter said that the SEC isn't likely to block the futures-based Bitcoin ETF and is proposed by ProShares and Invesco. And after this news started spreading, Bitcoin, that is when the price started skyrocketing above $60,000, and which is awesome because it's getting very, very close to the all-time highs. And one thing that I do want to delineate, I won't spend too much time onto it. I know there's a lot of YouTubers covering this, but the price of the ETF won't be pegged to Bitcoin, the asset, the coin itself. So it'll be pegged to the futures-based contracts of Bitcoin. So it is indirectly related to Bitcoin, but it is a huge step in the right direction. And I think that is why everyone is so bullish about this, because the next step, besides, the futures-based backing of Bitcoin, is the actual an ETF that is backed by the physical coin or digital coin of Bitcoin. And I think this is another article is by Forbes, and I did like, a couple lines that I read from it, and it just, makes you start to think, where is the next stop to this? So this article, this line in particular says, the last time we had a major breakout over an all-time high, $20,000, mind you, was at the end of 2020 and went on to have a monster rally. And, that is the all-time high that we're still looking at. So the price of Bitcoin essentially more or less 3x after it broke out from its previous all-time high. So if, 60K were to 3x once again, potentially we could see a Bitcoin price of 180. The sky's the limit is kind of what they're getting at. No one really knows how high it can go. And why is this a huge indicator of things to come? Because as soon as, this futures-backed Bitcoin ETF is a start, and then once we get a digital coin, backed ETF, even more money will start flowing into it. And the cool thing about ETFs is, they're really interwound into these 401ks and retirement accounts. So even if we just siphon off just a little bit of money, like 1%, 2%, or 5% of, what is going into the 401ks and other retirement accounts ran by essentially these fund managers, then check it out. As of March 31st, 2021, 401k plans had an estimated $6.9 trillion in assets and represented nearly 1/5 of the $35.4 trillion U.S. Retirement market. And this is, just something that is continuing to grow over time. And the more money that grows into these accounts, and assuming that a digital Bitcoin-backed ETF is something that will happen in the future, just think about, $35.4 trillion and just a little bit of that money just heading over to, Bitcoin. Right now, the entire market cap of cryptocurrency is around, $2.5 trillion. So this is 15x from where the current market cap of crypto is. And if just a little bit of that moves over, it'll just explode all of the coins. And another thing that I find very bullish, and I know a lot of other YouTubers have talked about this in the past, but this is Bitcoin when all the YouTubers and everyone was Bitcoin and cryptocurrency was very popular during the spring and early summer of 2021, and check out now. So Bitcoin is right around the all-time highs, and no one is talking about it. So there's still a whole bunch of money that, people are just going to YOLO into it as soon as they find out that Bitcoin has exploded past a previous all-time high. And that is when, people start talking about it. It'll be more trending. And like I said, I think that'll just make more people hop into Bitcoin. And a couple things I wanted to look at. I kind of talked about it a second ago, but the overall crypto market cap, 2.4 trillion. A lot of volume in the past 24 hours, and the Bitcoin dominance is still there, about 50%. If we check out the price, Bitcoin is still number one. It is up 7% as of this recording, and we are at $61,000, almost $61,400. Pretty impressive, and we're up 13% over the 7 days. And then lastly, I just wanted to hit on this is a little bit of TA. As you know, I'm not too huge into TA, but I do think that levels of support and resistance are actually very important. And as you see, we exploded past that level of resistance. And our next, this is the all-time high, guys, is 63,500 approximately. If we can explode past that with some more news, I think, like that article said, the sky is the limit. We really don't know where the next all-time high will be. All right, guys. Well, this is it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And essentially, this is the rumor that made Bitcoin's price explode today. And if you like this content, once again, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one.